Hey, if you've just joined us, like, subscribe, share Mums at the Table and keep it locked right here. We're talking about teething, a topic that a lot of mums, when it happens, go through it. We all go through it.
Absolutely.
So how can we cope when it comes to teething?
So teething, there's a few things that are really important to keep in mind. The first thing is that when you see the tooth, that's when you're done. That's not the start of it.
Right.
And so babies can be struggling with painful gums for months leading up to before the teeth actually come through.
It's interesting you say that because I know that my babies actually started teething quite early. I thought teething quite early at 4 months.
That's at the early range of normal, but yeah,
it is possible.
Perfectly acceptable for babies to start teething at that point in time.
Okay, so people who say that teething does not start 4 months, it's too early, it's the process of that tooth coming out.
So you're unlikely to see a tooth come through the gum at 4 months old, but is the tooth going to start pushing its way up through the jaw? Absolutely.
Okay.
And that's the bit that hurts.
Yeah, I guess even with mums who are breastfeeding and teething children, how can we help ourselves, get through the pain?
So you tend to notice that teething babies dribble a lot. They'll be cranky. They'll be unsettled. They may not have
Clingy.
temperature. Oh, clingy as all get go.
Yeah.
But, and so this is where we need to utilise things that can be really useful. If your bub is of age where they can suck on bits of frozen fruit or those sorts of things, that can be really useful. Those cold teething rings or those really hard biscuits are fabulous as well for them.
The rusks are good for them to just gnaw at.
Gnaw is what they want to do, and they will, and just make sure you have a really good supply of bibs because you will drool through hundreds of those things.
And how long does this teething process normally last?
Well, there's a lot of teeth that come through, a whole mouth's worth of teeth. So generally, most babies start around about the 4-ish month mark. 5 to 6 months is when they get their first tooth come through. Generally, my little niece didn't get hers come through until she was 11 months. But by around about 2, they've gotten generally the full complement of all their teeth.
Is there ways that we can help our babies to develop better teeth, I guess, when they're younger? Because I know I've been told with breastfeeding that it can actually affect the teeth, particularly the baby molars.
So you really want to be encouraging children to not, apart from things like being breastfed or having a bottle in their mouth, or I guess a dentist-designed dummy. It's ideal not to have other things in their mouths, so sucking on their fingers or thumbs can really affect tooth development there. So we want to encourage them to use things other than their hands to suck on.
Yeah. Is there other alternatives that we can, help them? So I guess you just mentioned some cold, frozen
things. Look, there comes a point where you need to get a good night's sleep, and at that point in time, if we need to go down the path of a little bit of some infant's Panadol or Nurofen, that works well. Absolutely, A-OK.
And you can give them Panadol?
Absolutely. Everyone needs a good night's sleep because babies don't like being in pain either.
At the end of the day, we all need to function. So get that rest and do what you have to do to survive motherhood and teething.